Jennifer showing off her 16 bathrooms, Joey finally explodes, and Melissa's just tired of being stuck in the middle. Episode 5 of Real Housewives of New Jersey recap is coming up next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Taking it back with this one.
Always such an interesting song choice.
I love that.
I wonder what Justin's doing right now.
I know, right? Like, not wanting to hear the song, probably.
Probably, good point.
No strings. And then the breakdown. Bum, bum, bum,
she's
bum, bum. Yeah, so I mean, Teresa thinks you can just puppet your man any way you want.
Controls emotions.
Yeah,
Control Joey's
the
emotions.
emotions.
I don't understand where she gets that from.
Melissa says there's no strings attached, honey. That's what she says.
Snaps
She's rolling with
fingers.
NSYNC. She's part of the NSYNC mafia.
She's the fan club president. Yeah. Hey guys, Chelsea Stark Jones, and we are here to discuss episode 5 of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Lots to talk about. Things kind of come to a head. It's been really explosive all season long, but let's get to my panel.
Hey guys, Angelo Garcia, back at it. Here we go.
Hey, it's Angel Saunders, and I'm happy to be with you tonight.
Yes, so we have a lot to discuss. The girls are back from Oklahoma. They, are getting back into the Jersey swing of things, I guess.
Back working out.
Yeah, back working out, and that's exactly where we get started. Is on a trampoline with Teresa and Jennifer. I've never heard of a trampoline class.
I know, I've never seen that before, but it looks fun. I'd take it if
I
found one.
see how it would be a good workout.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid of spraining my ankle.
Well, I actually did this one workout class where it's like you're on a surfboard, but it's moving. So you have to really keep your balance.
Keep your core tight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a full body workout. So I understand the trampoline, but I'm totally Jennifer on this episode. She's like, you can like working out. I like eating.
Yeah.
She likes eating cake.
I mean, I do enjoy working out. I do enjoy trying new things, but that one kind of watching stressed me out. First of all, as a woman, you have to have the right sports bra because you can't.
I'm not worried about that.
You're fine, but I everything has to be tucked in tight.
Yeah, I understand.
Those are things we have to think about, Angelo. You don't have these issues.
I mean, that sounds fun to me. I'm gonna jump around. It sounds fun.
Yeah, I haven't been on a trampoline in a while. So.
I know, right? What? No.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's always fun to try new things. But yeah, Jennifer's definitely having a hard time. Mm-hmm. But Teresa says, she loves Jennifer. She says, she makes her life laugh. I said life. She makes her laugh and has good family values. So Teresa kind of sees her Turkish roots similar to the Italian lifestyle,
very
I think.
traditional, old style.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever.
It's a weird friendship. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know how I feel about it either, because I feel like Jennifer's kind of like a yes man. Well, bougie, but just anything Teresa says, Jennifer will be like, yeah, you're right. You know?
I feel like their personalities are completely different.
I understand the... Well, no, I actually don't understand the funny, but I do understand the tradition.
She's funny it's funny to laugh at her.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's funny because we see her as being so out of touch with everything.
Yeah, we're not laughing with her.
We're laughing at her. We see the
at
other ladies rolling their eyes, and that's hilarious. But but after the workout class, Teresa's stretching, Jennifer sitting down, and they start talking about Joey and Melissa and their whole family dynamic. And then, Teresa says, Jennifer says, the man is the head and the woman is the neck. The woman can control the man any which way.
Have you guys heard of that saying before?
I've heard of it
before, actually.
I
have.
I have. Okay, I'm in a relationship. I believe you're in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship, yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
Single.
Okay. What up? Call that a girl. Okay. But in my relationship, I know I could barely get him to pick up his laundry.
Well, no, I agree with that. Because, let's say someone was complaining about me to my girlfriend and she came to me and she's like, hey, if she said it in a different tone and wasn't upset about it, then I probably wouldn't be upset about it either.
Really?
I understand. I'm not saying that she can control, Joe's emotions, but if she came at it from a different angle,
But if it's something that's, been a continuous thing within this relationship with whomever is talking about you.
Yeah, someone's always coming at me.
Yeah, would you still, you get a little bit irritated,
I would get
right?
upset, but, she, I understand, like, she can calm me down for sure. Yeah. Like, if anyone's going to calm me down, it'd be her. So, okay. I feel like I understand in a way.
So your woman is the neck.
Yeah, like, she takes good care of me.
Okay, I hope she's watching.
I know, right? She's going to show this to all her friends.
I'm going to show my boyfriend so he could hear it.
Yeah, good idea.
But yeah, so, and Teresa loves that concept as well.
Yeah,
so,
but she takes it to an extreme, I feel like. Like,
Teresa is so extra.
Yeah, like, she takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
like,
she does. She truly does. Yeah. And she keeps getting mad at Melissa, which is what I don't particularly understand.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah. But we go back and we also get to meet Jackie's husband. We've met Jennifer's husband a couple episodes ago, but this is our first time meeting Jackie's husband. And his name is Evan. I think he looks... You don't like him?
No, I like him.
He's
like so bland. Like,
I think he's cute. Like he's
a nice guy, but he's like so bland. Like,
but we haven't got to see enough of him yet.
Okay, but talking to him for like what, a minute? Did
and
that
he was like this the whole time.
No, not at all.
Holding and legs crossed
but
the whole time.
He seems supportive of her and what she's
seems
going
like a nice guy
through.
for sure. But like, I wasn't interested.
You like a more Joe Gorga type of a husband.
You don't want to see a spinoff.
You like
Jackie and her husband.
Okay, well we'll let him know he needs to be a little bit more interesting.
No, he's a nice guy. If he's watching this, he's a nice guy.
But you know, Jackie says that he's her best friend and he gives the best advice, and I thought that was really sweet. Like when you're with somebody and you're married, obviously, like you want to be married to your best friend. So I thought that was cute. And then, you know, Jackie brings up the whole Teresa Melissa thing also. And to her, she sees a little bit of hypocrisy with Teresa saying that Melissa could control her man. Because if that were the case, then wouldn't Teresa have kept Joe out of jail?
I cannot believe she said that.
I mean, when she first brought this up to her husband, though. When she first brought this up to her husband, and her husband kind of agreed with her in that regards.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean... She was kind of boiling on this point. And I think, I was also thinking the same thing in Oklahoma, too, when...
Well, she brought it up in Oklahoma, too.
Yeah, it was brought up. Maybe she just brought it up in her confessional.
She said it a couple times, yeah.
Well,
no, I think she
made a good point that everyone was teaming up on Melissa. And so that's not fair.
At the little kids thing, but we'll definitely get more into that later. But yeah, that was definitely a heated moment. But... we also have a lot of other heated moments on a lot of other shows that we have on AfterBuzz platform. Angel, would you like to tell us more?
Yeah, because you actually can see them on YouTube. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve your television needs, but we do need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. And get this, by subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made to fit your needs. And if you think that we're going to send you pesky notifications, it's not true. They're optional. So make sure you hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well, and let us know what you think. Send us a shout out. We'll thank you on air. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes, guys.
So subscribe up, guys.
Subscribe, like, comment, do it.
Get involved.
Yeah, we love chatting with you. But let's jump back into it. We have Jennifer buying her kids some toys because and I like how the husband was like, "What's the occasion?" Mommy was away and we missed her.
Yeah.
She messed up. She left.
What did we think about this?
I was spoiled growing up.
Were you?
I was like,
if your mom left, you got a toy?
I mean, even if she didn't leave sometimes, like if she just came home one day, like,
no, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I kind of was too, but like, I don't know why it's like seeing someone, because we weren't rich or anything. Yeah. So it's like seeing someone with so much money just like give their kids things for no apparent reason. Yeah. It's like, I feel like they're going to raise brats.
Yeah.
Maybe, but also to say that they're so rich, none of the toys really seem that over the top. Like, honestly, they seem like something you could get from, you know, like not a supermarket.
But like Target.
But
like, did they deserve it? I think that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing my mom was always like keen on. Like, if I did something good, I'd get a reward.
Like good grades. Or you cleaned your room, or
she went on vacation, I wasn't going to get a gift.
That was like mind-scratching to me, especially because she said that she came from humble beginnings herself.
Then where are these?
Are you teaching your children those values? You know, because it's like, I get it. You worked hard, or your husband worked hard for you guys to have all these things. She cooked.
She's got the mom job. It's a hard occupation.
The mom job is very hard, but like, how are you going to instill these like good like values in your children? I think that's what her husband was trying to get at, but she was quick to say you're not around enough to
the part where she said that if you just give them what they want, they won't whine and cry. I'm like, girl, if you don't whip them kids,
like, they're gonna be horrible human beings as they get older.
They're never gonna learn the value of money either.
Exactly.
Now, the toy thing didn't bother me as much as when she's like, if you don't give them what they want, they're just gonna keep crying. No, you make them stop.
The
like,
discipline.
You put your foot down.
Yeah, you gotta teach
put
your
them
kids.
in timeout. Take away their phone. Like, do something.
You can't just give them stuff because they're crying. Like,
I mean, I agree. I totally agree. But you know, whatever.
That's how they roll.
That's how they parent. That's how they roll. They have 5 kids. I guess you have to bribe them.
He didn't agree.
He didn't agree
like
whatsoever. But she was very much like. The only time he's been alone with the kids by himself was in Oklahoma.
And that's crazy.
He has no right to...
So he has no right to say whatever he wants to say, which...
I didn't like that. Like, he's the father, too. Like, he has a right to, like, help
But
parent
if he
his
hasn't
kids.
ever been home with all 5 of them in their entire life...
There's gotta be an exaggeration. There's no way.
It has to be.
She
It has
did
to
say
be.
that was
There's
the
no way.
only time that she's left her kids and her husband.
Has she never gone for a store run for a couple of
Yeah, that's what I'm
hours?
saying.
and
She's
But I mean,
never-
for like an extended period of time, I guess.
She's
Like,
never left for, like, one day? Like, that's gotta be exaggerated.
I mean, that's what she said.
She did say it, but I don't know how that's possible in all those years. Her oldest is 10. Well, her oldest daughter. I'm not sure about of all of the kids together.
I mean, who knows? But it was a little bit jarring for me to see her just give out toys for no apparent reason.
She's like Oprah.
Yeah,
You get a toy. You're here, you get this.
Toy. Yes. And then we have Melissa back at home, and she is getting ready to tell her sisters about their mystery sister. Yeah.
Big news.
What did we think? I actually have some thoughts, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Well, I feel like the sisters, like, I don't know if they were so, like, they were shocked, but they weren't, like, excited shocked. They were more like, whoa, like, that's heavy.
They were.
I don't think they were as emotional as I expected them to be. I also think that, you know, their emotions did come into play when they brought up their mom. And, like, if mom thinks it's okay for us to reach out to her, then we will. If mom says no, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I kind of expected a little bit more of a reaction from them.
Exactly. That's
more
what I'm
of like
saying.
maybe tears
Like, they were like, whoa, but, like, nothing else.
They had their wine and they were just like, girl.
They're like, sure, if mom's okay with it, let's go find her.
And then, but I do agree with them in the fact of like checking in with their mom first, because like, I mean, and this is, Melissa kind of, you know, said her dad had a colorful, you know, relationship with women
Papa
or whatever.
was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. So, like, she kind of opened up about that, but then she got a little bit more into it when she said how emotional her mom would be with, like, him leaving for many days. So I do think it's the right thing to check with the mom, but I also, like,
that's reopening
do you
wounds.
even go? Like, is it that, you know, like, I don't even know if I would go to my mother.
Yeah, well, I mean... Well, if you're gonna pursue it, you for
sure have to. But I don't know if it would be worth it to me. I guess
like
is
to
my
even
thing.
pursue it in general.
Yeah,
you wouldn't want to know though. Wouldn't
I
that
would
like?
for sure want to know.
But I don't know if I would want to hurt my mom. You know.
But you know what? These days, you could just look a person up on Instagram and like be like, "Oh, my sis looks fun.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to her." Or, "Oh, my sis looks boring."
Yeah, but
nope.
like actually build a relationship.
Build a relationship and have like some type of contact with that person. I don't know if that's something that I necessarily would be interested in doing. If that means that I would have to go to my mother first. You know.
I would probably pursue it and then ask my mother like midway through, and if she's not okay with it, back out. Because there's no way, like, that curiosity would kill me.
And then I also just feel like it's super hard. Like, your dad's dead, so it's like, I just feel like it's a very sensitive thing to now you're opening up these wounds where you don't have any closure because you can't go to him. Like, you know, it just seems like really complicated.
And it's like reopening the whole like
the
wound
whole
of the dad being gone too. Like you have to revisit all that.
This is all based on a medium. Like you have no other hunch besides some like crazy medium. So this could be a total hox too. And you're just opening a can of worms.
Someone was crying hysterically in the back. Like that could have been someone he worked with. Like it could have been the secretary at his office. Like
it's just this is all based off of one like floozy like medium from the Jersey Shore.
If I didn't have like concrete evidence, I would not bring it to my mom, because what if it was the secretary? And then it's like, oh, mom, dad might have a kid, and
it could have been whatever. But you know, We'll see if she pursues it.
Yeah.
Then we have Marge Senior is looking so much better.
Her face is
I told you she was gonna look good. I told you.
She does. She looks so cute, and like she says, I'm not used to seeing myself look like this in the mirror. It was really sweet. And she also reveals that Danielle came over and brought her a smoothie while Marge was out of town in Oklahoma. What do we think about this Danielle thing?
Well, Marge is being so mature about it. Like, even when she told her that, like, she came to visit her and brought her the smoothie, Marge's like, oh, that's so nice of her. Like,
Marge is being so mature about it. I was like, when Danielle came over and sat down and she said, why should she suffer because you're a bitch? I was like, I would have, like, been so, like, I would have said something.
Yeah, her patience
Marge
is
barely
insane.
batted an eye.
Yeah.
Like, nothing.
Her patience is insane. Right when she said that, like, you can tell she, like, kind of, like, just, like, held it in. Like, her body, like, stiffened up.
She just knows how her friend is, and she looks past her flaws.
I mean, I don't know if I could be a friend with someone like that. And plan her wedding? Oh, no. Oh, no. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was, her patience is, like, insane. Insane.
She is
But I
insane.
commend her. That's why I like Marge. Like, the way she goes about everything, like, I don't know. She's very...
Marge is kind of fun.
She's fun. I just feel like she doesn't let things, like, phase her that don't have a lot of weight.
She's very composed. That's the word I was looking for, yeah.
Yeah, she, like... Danielle has like no significance in her life, so why let her affect her in that way? I guess.
And that's still her close friend. Like, but she still is so composed about everything. Like, she was fighting with her close friend and still went on a full trip and
had a good time. She wasn't like, I'm stressed because my friend doesn't like what
Dolores,
I'm doing.
like she had that fun with Dolores, which I thought was fabulous as well. But then then Danielle closed the whole scene with post pics with her and I will cut a bitch. So Danielle's also just she's very well making it
Childish.
known. I'm a child. Don't mess with me. Then we're going back to Teresa. Nona, right? He got some eye surgery
for his cataract,
so he couldn't see out of one eye.
But he still wanted to take shots. He
still wanted to take
shot
shots.
glasses.
I thought that was so cute.
He was ready for some wine, but Joe had to go to work.
I know. He looked so sad too, and Joe's like, I gotta go. He's like,
no wine?
Right. No wine with my son.
But yeah, so Joe comes and visits him on like a lunch break or in between or whatever. He takes time out of his busy schedule to see his dad.
Unappreciated again.
Takes a shot. In the middle of the day, I wish I had a job where I could take a shot and just go right back. Go back to work.
I had a shot before this.
Did you?
You didn't bring any?
You prostitution whore? That's our table flipping moment.
Yeah.
No.
She called you a prostitution whore.
You're not, I promise. But yeah, so Teresa's dad and Joe, they take a shot, they have a good time, he checks in on him, and then Joe wants to talk to Teresa before he has to go back to work.
Yeah.
I mean, it just feels like a broken record.
Yeah. It's the same thing we hear.
Is this the storyline for the whole season?
Yeah.
Joe didn't come over for dinner.
Yeah.
Shut up, Teresa.
It's just like, and then she had the audacity to be even upset that he stopped in the middle of the day to say hello and had to leave and go back to work.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like, okay, you're not coming over for dinner, so he comes when he can.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not staying long enough.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And he even said the point that, like, the dad used to work all the time, even missed his football games. Like, you have to do what you got to do for your family.
When you have 3 kids, and, like, I didn't realize, I was going through Melissa's Instagram a couple days ago, like, both boys are in wrestling.
You got to pay for those classes.
Or not Melania.
She's got...
The daughter's in cheer.
Melania's for Teresa.
Antonia. Antonia's in cheer. She's like in a big cheer club. Like, their kids are all busy in sports. Melissa owns a store. And then Teresa had the audacity to say, well, you go out to dinner with your wife on weekends. Like, I'm sorry. Can they not have a date night?
Yeah.
Like, and
sorry, I'm with my wife.
Yeah, to me, it was like, she's jealous.
Yeah.
I feel like it comes down to jealousy.
And maybe if her husband was home, then she would have something else to do.
She would have more of a balance.
She would still be complaining, though.
You think so?
Yeah, she would still be complaining because it's not involving her. You know what I mean? Like, she loves to throw it on everyone else. It's Joey's fault. Like, if it was involving her, it'd be completely different.
Yeah. Well, she did not like when she brought up the dinner thing with Melissa, and that's when he flipped out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like he was, a little bit... He had the right to get upset, but it's just like, don't.
Yeah, just walk off because she's annoying.
If he had Margaret's patience, he'd be fine.
he would be fine.
That would get on Teresa's. You know what? Sometimes the best thing that you could do to get on someone's nerves is just say, okay.
Walk away.
Just turn the other cheek.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Like when you send that K text.
Yeah. I hate that, but I'm going to start doing it.
Yeah, just send that K with a period. You have to do the
it
K
shows
with
that
a
they're
dot.
not bothering you. And then they're like, why am I not bothering this person?
Yeah. I mean, it was...
And Joey, like, he shakes the table.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I totally think that he was in... I agree with him for being upset, but I think that he could have totally just gone about it the different way.
Well, he's tempered. He's tempered.
He's very tempered. And Melissa said he's going to blow up. He's going to blow up.
She gave that warning.
And he did blow up. But Teresa's blaming Melissa for it because the woman controls the neck.
You got to control the emotions.
Yeah, that's why.
Control
the emotions of your man.
That's why the other Joe isn't there.
When you're not even around, you must control him, telepathically or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So extreme.
So extreme. So then Dolores... Teresa goes to Dolores's. Dolores is, spending more time with her mom because her kids are gone. And so Teresa comes over. They're cooking lunch or something. Mm-hmm. And Teresa tells her about how Joe flipped out and how Joe mentioned the mom going away or them going away for the mom's anniversary. And Dolores now is upset that she's somehow involved because she shouldn't be involved, even though she was talking the whole time about it in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what
Teresa did throw her under the bus.
Melissa said that, why'd you tell your husband I said this and that? But Teresa, he goes, Teresa said this, and she goes, no, Dolores said this.
Yeah, when she was talking with Joe.
Yeah, she threw her under the bus.
She did totally throw her under the bus, but then I would have been annoyed too because, but she went to Dolores and said that it was Melissa that threw her under the bus. Yeah. But I lost my train of thought.
Well, one thing about that episode that I noticed right off the bat, they had the dog on the countertops and was like feeding it, and I don't know, they were about to cook lunch, and I was like, get that dog off the countertops. But,
if I run around, my boyfriend will let my dog be all over our apartment. So I see how that could happen. He basically runs our apartment, our dog.
It's all right. You gotta let the pups eat too.
Yeah,
they gotta eat somehow.
They are family.
They gotta eat somehow.
But yeah, I just didn't like how Dolores got upset that now she's involved in it when she was the one that she interjected herself in the thing in Oklahoma. So you can't be mad that you're now involved when you put yourself in the mix to begin with.
And her friend is the one who put her back in the mix
after.
Like,
and you say, I'm family too. And now that you're involved in this big family argument, you don't want to be, it's just like, come on.
But it's also like all the girls pretty much had something to say, not just
Everyone
Dolores.
Does. Well, because they do it in front of everybody.
Yeah, so you have no choice. If we're sitting here, we're engaging.
Yeah, if everyone's arguing about a topic.
What are they supposed to do? Just sit and be silent and just watch?
Producers would hate them.
Yeah, if you bring up something like this so sensitive that is strictly a family matter in front of people, like you are opening the door for other people to get involved, and you can't be mad when those people do get involved.
And it's brought up every time they're together. Like, it's the only topic they talk about sometimes.
It's draining.
Get up and leave.
Yeah,
if I was just like sitting there, if I was a friend, I would.
I would egg it on.
Then you'd have to walk away. You'd have to walk away every time you guys are hanging.
I would I'd be like, no, you said that. No, I would definitely. Like, if you're going to talk about it in front of me, I'm going to have some fun with it.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. I'd pick a side and just go at Teresa. That's what I would do.
You have to do that.
Make stuff up.
Yeah. You know what she said when no one was around?
Yeah, just make it up off the top of my head.
Yeah, might as well. Honestly, they're going to do it anyways.
Right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that's what it is. So everything trickles over into Jennifer's party. But first, we have Jennifer's mom helping with a beautiful Turkish meal. Mm-hmm. It looks very yummy. Yeah. Lots of food. Look good. It looks very good. All the hummus.
I was just sad that they had to get the tour before they ate, because I'm just such like a person who loves food. I'm like, why are they waiting?
You would have taken a plate with you,
or just like I don't know. The food.
I feel like if I would have eaten, I wouldn't have gone up to go around the house.
Because it's such a huge house.
The house is
such a huge house.
Or you could have worked off all the food that you ate
and go back
back and eat more.
That's true. So many options.
That house was insane.
It was insane.
I've never seen anything like it.
So I loved when Marge walked in and said, "Oh, I love the Bellagio."
I know.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like she was taking digs at
She
her.
was taking
Of course.
digs, but I mean, let's be real. The backyard was gorgeous. They had a culture room for when they have their Turkish friends over, I assume.
And
Yeah,
someone
like
takes her daughter's
formal-
hand in marriage.
Yeah, I've seen living rooms not as grand as that.
It's like
but
the family room.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like a
yeah.
formal
Yeah.
dining room, and then there's a family room.
Yeah, the room no
like-
one goes and sits
Yeah,
in.
or the
unless,
one that's
like,
only
you
for
know.
holidays.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was. But it was, very beautifully decorated.
Yeah.
Or gaudy. It's not my taste.
Just
but
gold
Yeah,
trim.
it wasn't my
Yeah.
taste at all, but you could
Not my
tell they
taste.
spent money.
Gold
They
trim.
had a basement with 4 bathrooms, a gym, staff hallway, indoor basketball court, home theater, indoor basketball court to go with their outdoor basketball court.
Because
And a
it gets
sauna.
cold.
And a sauna.
Sometimes
The home
it might be
theater.
windy.
Yeah. I mean,
The ball will
it's snowing. Yeah, you have to do it inside. And then she also said, you guys, you know what, though? I'm very practical when it comes to, like, the decor and stuff.
None of that was
I
practical.
have family values and
Yeah.
I'm practical.
Yeah, I'm
but I need
practical.
4
None of that was
bathrooms in my
I
practical.
basement.
went to Chinatown. The chandeliers were too expensive. So I said, you know what? I'm going to fly to China and buy cheaper ones. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Does
that's
it that
practical.
amount
There
to
That's
the same
practical
thing?
right there.
Right. Are there no like furniture stores in New Jersey or where does she live?
Or how about we shop online? Like, what?
that too?
How about the flight to China? It's probably going to cost
The
that.
flight to China
Way
to stay
too
up
long.
in China.
Was she
Like,
serious though?
She was so serious.
Yeah, for sure
Like,
she was serious.
Yeah, I
you
didn't
think
know.
she was
16
joking?
bathrooms. She's got to have
Well,
those.
yeah, you know she's serious,
Yeah.
so she's got 16
You gotta
bathrooms.
have those real chandeliers.
I mean, that was one of the things that, like, you really, girl, you really think you're practical.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
And
all this is practical.
everything she says sometimes
Chandeliers
is so
from
outrageous.
It's just so over her head.
Yeah.
You know? It's a
I
little bit.
wonder how she feels watching this.
Yeah. You know what, though? When Melissa was like, I know how she felt, because when we first got into a lot of money, like, I was
But they
into all
grew
these
out of
materialistic
it.
things. Like, yeah, maybe she'll see this and be like, you know what? This is a little much.
Because I think she's been married to her husband for about 15 years now. So when is it going to stop? But you know
Yeah.
what? Jennifer and Jackie are on Watch What Happens Live tonight. So maybe when they play some of this back.
Yeah, we'll see what she has to say.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking
Well,
forward
maybe
to that.
I feel like, but the way Melissa was doing it is not what Jennifer's
Oh,
doing.
no, not at
Jennifer's
all.
like to a whole nother level. So
And then
I feel
I'm like, I know it's Jersey, and like the price of living is a lot less expensive than out here
Yeah.
in LA. But like, how much money is her husband really making to
I
be
don't
able to
know.
build a home
Plastic
that
surgery
big?
make a lot.
yeah, it looks like he's making a lot of money.
Like, golly.
It looks like
Let's book an appointment.
Yeah, let's get a
Oh,
consultation.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
let's call him up, right?
he's
Let's all
got
get something done.
he's got to be a baller. There's no way.
I mean, I
He's
guess
gotta be.
so. With a house like that, it just makes me wonder if they're like living beyond their means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
do you think it's real? Because a lot of reality TV shows, like some houses are rented. Like,
Well, or yeah, it's just like I feel maybe they're. I mean, she's new, so maybe she's trying to like make
Put on
it
for
seem
the
a lot
show.
more grand.
Yeah.
And maybe she doesn't have all the, or maybe she wouldn't have lived, or like whatever. But like
Yeah.
it makes me wonder, like,
Yeah.
what is this
They're doing a
really who
little
you
more.
are?
Yeah.
Or are you doing a little bit more?
Yeah.
I don't know. But so the ladies finally get their food, and they're sitting around the table, and Melissa and Jackie decide to go leave and check on the children. Who also, who was watching the kids the whole time? I think I saw like
there
a
was a
random
nanny.
guy or something.
Yeah, they probably hired nannies.
Yeah.
yeah, but that was too many kids for one person.
Yeah,
like
15
I would have
children
quit.
that don't know you. I mean, like,
And
I
they
don't
were
know.
so loud. They were running around, jumping,
Yeah,
sweating.
they were distracted.
Yeah.
They were distracted with the
I
jumper.
would have quit.
I did not sign up for this.
yeah.
But so Melissa and Jackie excuse themselves, so that gives Teresa the opportunity to talk about Melissa when she's not there. What's her face? Jennifer talks and asks, have you seen your brother? Teresa, explains Joey got upset. He blew up like Melissa said he would, and she could have controlled it. Blah 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 blah. Blaming Melissa, blaming Melissa, blaming Melissa. And then Dolores gets involved and says, you know what, like, she also threw me in the mix and threw me under the bus, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah,
but
completely wrong.
When Melissa and Jackie return, the first thing Dolores says was, is your husband mad at me?
Yeah,
that was
and
awkward.
Then that
It was
just,
like,
opens the
well,
floodgates.
dang.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was already weird that like Melissa was getting up to leave with Jackie. I knew it was to gossip.
Yeah.
They had to leave to like gossip
She
about
didn't
something.
want to
Yeah.
sit there with them.
Yeah.
Like, Jackie's her buddy. She's
Yeah.
like, y'all not leaving me.
Exactly. She was
Yeah.
going to start like a little gossip, and then came back into even bigger gossip.
Yeah, you kind of knew that was going to happen. And, you know, Melissa tries to explain herself as to, like, no, he's not mad at you. But, I mean, it all just kind of comes to a head. And it's Dolores and Teresa against Melissa. And they're just going at her with, like, you know, it's your fault. Do you try
Just
to explain
ridiculous.
it from Teresa's perspective? You need to control him better. Like, all these different things. And Melissa's just like, look, of course I go and tell my husband what happened on the trip. You told me to tell him. You told me to control him.
And they showed the flashbacks.
Yeah. And, you know, he also is telling me to tell you things. So it's like, I don't want to be involved anymore. And I don't get why it's so hard for them to understand.
She said that so many times.
She's not the person that you guys need to talk to.
She said it in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
She said it plenty of times. She does not want to be involved.
Like, X me out.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
brother and sister. Brother and sister talk.
Yeah, it is. And so a lot of this is going on. They keep going at Melissa. And then that just leads us to our table flipping moment of the night with our girl, Jackie.
Yes.
Prostitution whore! You are f***ing gay 19 times!
The push.
It's iconic.
She doesn't just flip, like
That
she
is iconic.
pushes it towards her.
That's
Dina's
Dina.
face,
Remember
like,
Dina?
so good. I love
Dina was the
Dina.
best.
She was the best. I miss her. So yeah, Jackie gets involved. She butts in and she
I love
sticks
that.
up for her pal. What do you guys think?
I love that.
Yeah.
She's barely even met Melissa, and she's like so loyal to her
Yeah.
already. I love that.
Because right is right and wrong is wrong.
I agree.
And you guys just keep on going at Melissa for no reason. Well, a very... It's not valid at all. And, like, we're tired of it.
I agree. I think she was totally right with just saying, you know what, like, it's you two against her.
Yeah.
I would have done the same. We all would have done the same thing if it were our husbands and we were talking to them. Like, give her a break.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not fair to Melissa.
It's not fair to Melissa. And then she says to Teresa, do you think if you could control your husband, he'd be in jail right now?
Yeah, she
And
came
you
out
kind
and
of
aggressive.
you see the eyes
And you
kind
can
of
see
just like
the face she's making in that clip.
I
She's
saw
coming
that
back.
face. I saw that
The
face.
veins in the neck,
Yes.
the whole anger.
And she composed herself. She went back to yoga, Teresa, a little bit.
Because her kid was coming out.
Namaste. Yeah, but then Melania came out, and then it just, you know, Melania saved Jackie. Which,
Yeah, this isn't over
Melania
though.
probably
It's not
heard
over.
them fussing and was
Oh,
like,
I'm
I'm so
sure.
tired of my mom doing this all the time.
Well, you know, it did seem like, you know, well, I've never done this, but you know when like you're on a date and like you tell your friend to call when like, and, you know, it's like a blind date
Call
and
me,
you
tell
say,
me you
call
need
me.
help or
And
something.
So you're ready. Because she came on her phone.
She did. She's like, I need to go. So it sounded, it
Yeah.
felt like she like knew.
Teresa's like,
Teresa's like,
"Get me out of
babe,
here."
Yeah,
babe, come get me.
She was probably like, Melania, things get loud. Just come in and say you need to go. Like they left.
Yeah, because it was perfect timing. It was like
It really
right in the middle of the
was.
argument.
It felt like it felt set up. But yeah, I was all about Jackie standing up to Teresa and standing up
I liked
for
it.
Melissa.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect. I mean, Jackie didn't like need to do that at all. Like
No.
she has no like reason to hop in there.
Not
But,
at
like,
all.
And I feel like Melissa probably could have handled it herself, but it was just to the point where she was so tired of saying the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again
Yeah.
that it's like, all right, what else do I say? Like,
Yeah.
And like like you guys are saying, like it's not even she was even that close with Melissa, but like if you're a bystander and you see someone getting bullied or something, like you're gonna hop in and help.
And then
but, like,
I think
right is right.
I think too, once she jumped in, finally you hear Marge kind of
Yeah.
getting into it too, where she like is like, yeah, you're
I wonder
right.
what took
need to
Marge
say-
so long. But
I think she just
She's
doesn't want to get
non-confrontational,
involved.
yeah.
But it is like, you know, this is your friend. And
Yeah.
it was hard seeing Melissa getting ganged up on for like the first half of that argument, you know? But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into our news and gossip.
all right, well, Teresa is actually...
Let's go, Angel. You tell us.
Well, Teresa is actually saying that she does not enjoy being on the show, and I think that that's so weird that she would speak out about that, only because how many times do people say that openly about their employer. Like, have you ever gone to work and said, I hate being here? Like, how does that work?
I mean, I agree. I don't think she hates being on the show.
Yeah.
I think she loves the attention.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's so full of it with that comment.
Yeah, for sure. It's publicity stunt right there. Yeah.
Well, she did go a little bit more in depth with it and said that the reason is because I guess when it comes to family issues, it's putting your business out there. And I could kind of understand that. Nobody wants their skeletons, you know, just aired out for the whole world. But you still don't go into work and say, hey, you guys, I hate this place.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it gets people buzzing. It keeps people talking.
Yeah.
But I do
Gets her
understand
more
the
ratings.
family aspect of it, especially now that or they've been on it for a while, but Melissa and Joe are on it. Like, I know she was very upset. I was actually listening to a podcast, and they talked about, she was saying how she had no idea. She was completely blindsided that Melissa and Kathy were joining the cast, and she was super upset that they hadn't told her that they were interviewing, like the whole process. And their reasoning for it was that, you know, they said we couldn't talk to anybody about this whole like we had to keep it a secret.
Reactions.
You know, and so, but she was angry that, you know, they went about it in that way. So I understand, like, your family being involved in it and, like, seeing, like, with her parents and stuff, seeing her and Joey fight and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she doesn't hate being on the show.
Yeah,
She
she
loves
loves
it.
it.
It's paying
That's
her
how
bills.
she makes her money.
That's how she
like,
makes her, yeah,
I'm sure she gets a lot of free stuff from it.
yeah.
She gets
loves it.
invited
Yeah,
everywhere.
she
loves it.
loves it. She would never leave.
Yeah.
But speaking of Kathy and her sister Rosie, last week Melissa Gorga was on Watch What Happens Live. And you guys remember good old Kathy and Rosie. Next one. No. Yeah. Look at them. So cute. Having
I
a
missed
good
them.
time.
They were so funny.
I loved Rosie.
They were so funny.
She was fabulous. But you know what? Melissa says they no longer speak. Yeah.
Melissa and Rosie?
Melissa, Rosie, and Kathy no longer
no
speak to
way.
one another. Yeah. She said that once Rosie and Kathy were axed from the show, they felt like Melissa could have done a lot more to keep them on the show.
It's just Melissa's fault.
Everything is
I know.
Melissa's
Poor
fault.
Melissa.
Everything
Poor
is
Melissa
Melissa's
doesn't catch
fault.
a break.
No, she doesn't. So they blame her. And Melissa on Watch What Happens explained, you know, obviously I don't choose who is a castmate and who's not a castmate, but they didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be upset with her.
No, I don't think that's
so much so
valid
to
at all.
lose a family relationship.
And close friends, like
Yeah.
like Rich and Joe were like so close.
Yeah,
Like,
their scenes together were so much fun.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not a valid reason. Let's
Yeah.
stop talking to family.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of student loans, and I think it's Melissa's fault. Basically.
Melissa, pay Angel student loans.
Exactly.
Come on, girl. You know what's up.
So tired of this.
But we also, next up, we have Jackie. Jackie was on a Bravo podcast, I think, last week. And she's really cute, you guys. I really enjoyed her. I would suggest taking a listen.
She's super cool. I like Jackie.
Yeah.
And she's got 2 degrees, right?
She's got 2 degrees. She's a mom blogger,
4. Oh, yeah.
mom
She's a
writer.
badass. She's got it going.
She has a lot going on. She talks a little bit more about her husband and how he supported her coming on
The
to
one
the
that
show.
Angelo doesn't like.
The one
No,
that
I
Angelo
like
doesn't
him.
like.
No, I like him. Don't listen to them.
He doesn't like him for being such a great guy. We know Angelo. They're horrible. But she also gets into a little bit of detail that she actually watched the show from season 1. So she knew everything going on, all the storylines, all the characters and whatnot. And her least favorite was Teresa.
Interesting.
Yeah, she did not like
So she
Teresa.
She's
had
been
a
waiting
bad-
for
yeah.
that
Yeah, she's
Turkish
been waiting
delight.
Bad taste in her mouth.
She's been saving that out of her back pocket. She didn't like Teresa, and she said that she felt like Teresa was basically a bully. And however, she feels that her going to jail changed her for the better. And that
Which is true. I agree with that.
I agree
Yeah.
with that too. And she has been seeing a different side of Teresa that she wasn't seeing before. And although they don't talk every day or they're not like best pals or whatever, she said that she feels if she needed Teresa, she could call her and Teresa would be there for her.
Oh, that's good.
And vice
Yeah.
versa.
I wouldn't see that.
I wouldn't see that either. So I was very surprised when I heard her
does,
say that.
Does Teresa
That's
know
good.
that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But you know, who knows? knows? Maybe things are on the up and up.
Yeah, that's good.
In the next couple of episodes, but yeah, we'll see. Angelo, you have some news for us too.
I do. So all this stuff that Melissa's going through is making her want to move.
Oh.
Their house is on the market, and they're thinking about moving to California, which is weird. And she might be going into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I would live for that.
That'd be crazy.
fun.
I would
and
actually
she says she's
really
friends
like-
with them already, like so it wouldn't be weird.
she would
for her.
fit in.
I see that.
Yeah.
You know, she was actually at Lisa Vanderpump's dog charity like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I mean,
were they filming?
they weren't. Well, you know what? Beverly
filming
Hills
for the
have
next
been.
season for Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills has been having issues with Lisa Vanderpump, and she has maybe possibly rumored that she might not be returning.
Yeah, that's what it says. It
Yeah.
says she might replace her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be all for it. Like there has not
That's
been
an
a.
interesting dynamic, though.
It is.
That's an interesting
Well, you
dynamic.
guys, do you guys watch Orange County?
Like it.
I do. I like Orange
So
County.
you know, like Gina from Long Island,
Yeah.
and Orange County would be like Melissa from Jersey.
No, but the Orange County girls are different from the Beverly Hills girls.
I
Beverly
mean, they're a
Hills
lot more
girls-
bougie.
Yeah, it's different dynamic.
Yeah, I would live for it. I would actually I would love to see Joey Gorga in Beverly Hills.
Hanging out with
With a small dog.
I want him to get like one of those palm tree shirts that have like the Hawaiian print all over
Yes,
it.
there's Joey like at a pool, like
Yeah.
it's like meaty body, like
Just
hanging out,
holding a little dog,
suntan
yeah.
and
That'd be
stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
Having a pina
That's
colada.
what I want to see. Do it, guys. Do it. I would love that. Love that. Yeah, we had a lot of news to catch up on, so
Yeah.
I'm glad we did. But let's jump into our predictions.
And now,
The best
your
part?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, who wants to kick these off?
You
Well,
want to take it?
sure. I think that on the next episode, we are for sure going to see Jackie and Teresa go at
That's
it.
what I
We
was gonna
already
say.
saw a little preview of it with the teaser for next week, where Joey's saying that Teresa probably has a voodoo doll.
yeah.
But Teresa's not done. Melania, was that Melania? Yeah, Melania saved
Jackie.
that. But Jackie is tough. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what I
Maybe
was gonna
Teresa
say.
met her match. I wish I knew how to snap. My fingers don't work, but I was like, when Jackie said that, I was like, you go, girl.
We all were like,
I know.
we were like giddy, like yes. Yes, Angela.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
This fight is going to explode. It's
Yeah.
going to get crazy on Jackie and Teresa and Joe and Teresa.
Yeah.
Everyone against
Everyone.
Teresa, yeah.
It's, yeah.
I like it, though.
I
We gotta
like
get
it too.
Teresa down.
Well, Jennifer's on Teresa's side, and so is Dolores. So she has
Oh,
some
Jackie,
people.
I meant.
Oh, Jackie.
Jackie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my prediction, I totally agree with the both of you. I think this is just only the beginning. I think this is a season-long storyline, which is a little bit exhausting, but we'll deal.
It's okay. It's fun.
Yeah, but the other one is our other crazy Danielle. I am living for these Danielle moments. We don't get a lot of her, but we get just
rare.
enough.
Yeah, just
you
a
know,
dash.
to where it's just like, ooh, girl. So I think we're gonna have a lot more of that, especially with the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, and it looks like Marge finally like snaps.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see how the tables turn with that, and how that changes her relationship with Dolores. Like we already see things going well with her and Dolores, but maybe if
Yeah.
it makes it better that now they have a common enemy, I don't know. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But
All right.
I think this is a really good season. We're 5 episodes in. We've already had several fights.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
That's what I'm saying. I like it.
Trampolines, moon bounce houses inside.
Friendships forming. Yeah.
I'm really into this Teresa fight. See, the Danielle part of the show is not really interesting me. Because,
no?
she was old news
You
already.
think so? I mean, she's definitely trying to keep herself relevant.
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying.
Any way she
That's what
can.
For
yeah.
sure. I loved how she came into Dolores' house and was like, I can't eat gluten.
Yeah,
Are
I
these
know.
dairy free?
I know. I'll
can't.
die.
I had a gluten-friendly pancake the other day. I did not enjoy it.
No?
No. It just, no, it's just like batter and dry.
This is
and
Angel's
I don't
like
know.
her intro to LA. She also had avocado toast
Oh
the
yeah,
other
I
day.
made avocado toast the other night.
That stuff's good.
I actually made like two. Well, there were the 2 slices, and then I had another 2 slices, and an organic juice blend.
You know,
that's good stuff. That's good
Teresa
stuff.
would love that meal.
Yeah,
she could
she
do that. Or
would.
maybe she can't do bread. I don't
I
know.
don't, no, she can do
Oh,
bread. Get whole
man.
wheat. Did you eat whole wheat bread?
It was like grain.
Oh yeah,
she
you
can
could
do
do
that. She
that.
can
Or maybe she would just have the avocado.
Such an Angelino.
Yeah.
I love it. You're coming into our world.
Yeah, I like
yes.
that. You got to go to Earth Cafe now.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Haven't been there.
Yeah, you gotta try it. All right, guys, that was so much fun. We'll see you next week. I am Chelsea Stark Jones. You can catch me on Instagram at C_S Jones and everything else that I'm doing at ChelseaStarkJones.com.
Guys, I'm Angelo Garcia. You can catch me on Instagram at Angelo Garcia with 3 A's.
And I'm Angel Saunders. I'm on Instagram at Angel Saunders.
All right, guys, thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.